This consumable possesses minor healing properties. Further analysis required to establish object scanner identification.
Paleberry added to object scanner catalog. Oh, we don't have an object scanner. That's what it is.
You can stack storage containers on top of each other.
Yeah, which is quite cool. Okay, we should be able to research biofuel now. Launch pod. What? Utility ready for launch.
I'm guessing it's a spaceship. Yeah, it's a spaceship.
Milestone reached. You have unlocked several structures aimed to provide the first needed to build basic factory infrastructure. Additionally, the biofuel blueprint will ensure improved fuel consumption of biomass burners. Additionally, you can now build the space elevator, which is integral to your contribution to project assembly.
That's the best firework I've ever launched. Pod will return in 2 minutes 29 seconds, it says. That was pretty cool, wasn't it? Mr. Anders, thank you for 33 months.
The lookout tower provides a good overview, useful for building.
That does sound useful. Yeah, see, I've gone back to the logistics and it still says 500, 500. That's cool. I can deal with that.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't basically throw it away, I'm happy.
My question now is, how do we boost the rate these constructors do things? And are they being throttled by the resources we're giving them, or just by their construction rate?
I don't know. I don't even think there's a way we can see how much it's doing what, can we?
You can if you research the productivity thing. Oh, they're getting a flyby overhead, look. RAF's coming over. Do you see that synchronized? Do you see the same thing
Yes.
though?
Yeah, it's all pretty much synchronized. I haven't seen like one delay, not even when you're building stuff.
Adobe, thank you for 5 months.
Whereabouts do you want the lookout tower?
I don't know. I'm just going to focus on the biofuel aspect. Okay, so biofuel can't afford recipe.
Welcome back, Nata.
Okay, we need biomass. Rocket's back. That's pretty awesome. So, where did the rocket actually go?
To infinity and beyond and back? I have no idea.
Let's take the biomass and make it into biofuel. So 640 of those goes into 320 of those. There's an orbital station you'll connect when you build the space elevator. Ah. So what was it doing when it went up though? I'm guessing there's no way to automate the bio production, is there? You have to wait till you get coal, I guess. Speaking of which, how do you get coal? It took all the resources to the station. Ah, see. Okay.
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
Right, your biomass has been converted into biofuel. Everything just went quiet. Yep, no power.
We have a lookout tower.
Coal is a tier 3 milestone. Okay. Tier 3. Whew. The Roru, thank you for 29. Looks like a nice game. Got a key from a friend, so gonna try it soon. Enjoy, dude. So how do we get tier 3? We have to complete the space elevator. How do we complete the space elevator? Oh, biomass burner. Oh, that's what you just built. Logistics. Lookout tower. Lots of walls. I think we'll just put this like well out the way somewhere. So yeah, for the space elevator to get tier 3 so we can get coal, we need lots of stuff. Like lots of stuff. 1,500 copper wires, so we're making them.
That's probably the only thing we can make quickly is the copper wire.
500 concrete, 250 iron plate, and 400 iron rods. So that's going to be a good while yet.
Talking about concrete, I need to put a storage container on it.
Yes, we do actually. Have you got the materials?
Nope.
Is that how you make concrete? You take limestone and weld it. I never knew this. The elevator is huge and it's now not a huge part of the game, so just place it somewhere it won't get in the way. That's what I was trying to do. Not yet, Rome. That's a rubbish rate. Like, that belt is nowhere near as dense as it should be. We need more iron stuff. The trouble is there's only 2 iron ore mines here. I think the rest are probably far away, aren't they? $200 meters that way. It's not too bad. I take it this game only has 1 lane on the belt. Is that true? Because in Factory you've got 2 lanes on the belt, so you can have 2 different kinds of items on each side. You can stack belts. Right, so you can have 1 belt on top of the other, you mean? Wait, why is this not moving very quickly? Ah. The copper production is inefficient. We can definitely split the belt into another smelter if you just look at the rate the copper's feeding. So what we could have, we could have a splitter here into another smelter and then a merger at the other side. Having said that, this wire production is slow as well. Maybe the wire production is holding it all up. Later on, you'll get stackable belt poles so you can stack belts.
So this smelter's producing 30 a minute, and the copper one that turns it into copper cable is doing 45 a minute.
So the smelter's doing 30 a minute and the ore's coming in at 30 a minute, is that right?
I'm not sure how many the ore's coming in per minute. I know this one that's turning it into cables doing 45 per minute. I'll run up to the copper and see how many it's like mining per minute.
Yeah, we need to work out how to do the maths here. If I'm reading it right, okay. Does it say 60 per minute on the drill?
Yep.
Right, so one mine can support 2 smelters, which are doing 30 a minute, right? So if we have 2 smelters per mine, because you're producing 60 up there, and they're only smelting at 30.
Yeah, so we need to double up the...
Dude, we forgot to connect this one. Mistakes were made. Yeah, look, this is smashing out at 60 a minute, so in theory, we can feed 2 smelters with that.
Yep.
Yeah, if you look at this belt, this is half stacked. That's exactly right. So we need another smelter right here, and to feed that iron ore into.
Do we have a splitter yet?
We're currently researching it. So yeah, we can't actually merge that back in or split it until we've got the milestone done. Which is a bit annoying. Have you been in the office at your base? Yeah. 1 mine, 2 smelters, 4 constructors. That's exactly what it feels like to me, WH. It's exactly what it feels like. Because you've got 60 a minute, going into 30 a minute, going into 15 a minute. So you need 1, 2, 4.
Right, we just need 45 more iron rods.
Yep, we're making them slowly. So, plan of action. We get the upgrade, then we'll get smelters and... we'll get mergers and splitters. First thing we do is get this smelter over here productive.
Yep.
By having another one. So then we're using that iron ore mine efficiently. Then we need to commission the second iron ore mine with 2 more smelters. And then we'd feed those into... Each one of those smelters can feed 4 constructions. So the ratio is 1, 2, 4. 1 miner, 2 smelters, 4 constructors. And we've got 2 mines over there, so we should have 8 constructors over here in the end. But let's make one efficient first, and then we can fix the other one. I don't, Mr. Fuel, there's no spare keys, sorry mate. I have no idea. I've not been given any to give out, so... Unfortunately. Oh my god, we need 11 bars? Globetrotter, thank you for 16 months. The Roru, thank you for 29. Looks like a nice game. I think I read that one. Oh, I'm getting deja vu. You're not alone, Mr. Fuel. Oh, we need 2 bars. Okay, I got this. Here we go. Let's get those belts. I like watching the rocket launch. Oh, is it not going up? Oh, I have to press the magic button. Hang on.
The crystals on this slug can be harvested and converted into a power shard that functions with current fix-it technology. Several buildings would be capable of performing over 100% capacity if infused. The derived blueprint is now accessible in the hub.
So there you go. We can overclock them with the shards.
Milestone reached. Conveyor belts can now merge and split to increase the complexity and efficiency of your factory. The productivity display will help you measure and improve the productivity of individual buildings to aid with optimization.
I love the way it takes off and then it kind of hovers, settles itself and then goes.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to split the iron lane back here. So we need to build another smelter next to it.
Happy anniversary, Natter.
Now we're going to need a merge over here, aren't we? We have to rejig the output of this slightly.
Yeah, and this conveyor needs moving so the other smelt can go down.
You get some iron bars. This merger has 3 inputs on it, interesting. Oh wait, that's no good. We're gonna have to have it down here a little bit and built it in. Maybe something like that. There we go. So, we should end up with a full stack belt if this has worked correctly. So it's not always 1, 2, 4. I think it depends on the richness of the mine. So, the ones that we have are producing 60 per minute. So then that ratio is 1, 2, 4. But if that's producing more than 60 a minute, which I think some of the richer ones might, then the ratios are going to change. Nice, that's a full stack. Now then, so this is... This is doing them at 15 per minute. So presumably we need to split this belt, do we?
I would say so, yeah, and put one next to it, doing plates.
But looking at the contents of the... Yeah, it's starting to go up slowly. It needs 30 a minute, what does? You're pretty sure there's impure, normal, and pure, which is 60, 30, 15. That can't be right. Surely that's the other way around, isn't it? Surely impure is less frequent than pure. Yeah, the belt's at 60, but then this constructor's only at 30, isn't it? This is at 15. So the content of this is going up. Yeah? Which means it's the wrong ratio. Yeah, 61, 22, 40 definitely sounds more correct, Cade's like. So this is going up because this is not consuming quickly enough because we need more constructors. We are not going to have enough room with all these rocks on the right.
I think we should have spaced it out a bit more.
I suggest what we do is build our new constructors maybe down here, and then we'll get rid of that old one and just bring it down here instead.
Yeah, and we could have the storage coming out this way.
Otherwise it's going to get too cramped. No, there's no inserters that I know of.
Welcome back, Nutter.
Faz, thank you. Welcome back. Crazy Diamond, thank you for 21. Hope you're well. What did I want? Reinforced iron, I think it was. Right, so where do we want the constructors? Bear in mind we're going to have a bunch of these, aren't we?
Yeah, we're gonna need like 6 to 8.
It's tempting to go maybe back here, somewhere like down there maybe.
Yeah, and then have the storage a bit further out.
Otherwise we're going to run out of room, you know what it's like. Oh man, that thing takes 3 reinforced. I think at some point we're going to have to start making screws, because I think they'll be useful. People are saying you can stack storage of constructors so it saves space. Oh, I didn't think of stacking constructors. You see, I'm thinking in Factorio 2D, and I need to start thinking in 3D. We can stack them, can't we?
I I know we can stack the storage. I'm not sure about the constructors.
Yeah, if you build a wall, I think you can stack them. That's what it said on the description of wall, like down the side. Just going to test this theory. So if I build one of those, yeah, it won't let me build one on top. But I think I don't know how this is going to work. I need to get concrete. Oh, no, I don't. Must snap to a foundation. Ah, right. So to build walls, we need foundation. That's interesting. Organization, foundation. 8x2 and 8x4. Is that an 8x4 or an 8x2?
By 2.
Okay, so if I now build a constructor on here, well, that... surely you can build this inside that unit. It sounded like a big shutdown. I'm guessing we run out of biofuel. Is that in the wall? Because that certainly doesn't look in the wall. Does it not fit? So this thing doesn't fit inside one unit of tile. I gotta say, that's a bit annoying. How do you pick that up and move it? I didn't pick anything up. So is this how it's gonna be? Because I cannot put this inside one lane. So I have to put it in two like that. I think. Unless I'm doing something wrong here. A wall with a gap. Yeah, like that. So how do we build... how do we build the roof? Or do we not need to worry about the roof? Or is that just another foundation? Do we need to make it 3 high? Let's try the other foundation. So we've got the 8x2, which is this one. You can fit the constructor and storage within the walls. The storage maybe, the constructor I don't think so. So what I think we have to do And this is awkward. Let's build that. And then maybe that lets me put a foundation down, I don't know. Can't have... This is weird. It seems like a lot higher than it should be. Use the thinner foundation. Let's see. Oh, that one's... Ah, yeah. The 2 meters a lot thinner. So I can't... It has to go in the middle of the wall by the look of it. That's an awfully big space for an item. Feels like a lot of wasted space.
You should have made it so you can fit 2 in one of the 1-to-1 foundation instead of having to take up 2.
Foundations and floors are for creating multiple floors to build your factory up. Not just for popping one on top of another convenience. I'm experimenting, dude. I think it's not worth building up for now. That's what I'm taking from this. I think we should just build foundation floors and just put these constructors next to each other. Because the faff you need to stack constructors is not worth it yet.
I agree.
I was wondering if you could have floating walls. The answer is yes. Come on, rotate round. Those ramps definitely make life easier.
For some reason, I can't seem to put a foundation down here.
There's already one there.
On my screen, there isn't.
On my screen there is, that's why you can't put one there. I guess we've run into our first desync issue.
Yep.
Butler Hives, thank you for 44. Steph Leggy, welcome back. So, I think we can probably do 4 of these, can't we? But I don't have enough for a 4. Conveyor can run along the wall, that's true. Look at these packages of concrete. This is hilarious. They look like, I don't know, blankets or something. How's our biofuel storage doing? Oof, that's not good. You want to get some stuff. They're like cement bags. They are a bit, aren't they? Just add water. I wonder if these plants grow back or not.
Happy anniversary.
I have no idea. I don't think they do, because I've been chopping them down and I haven't seen them come back.
Yeah, same. Which basically leads you having to go further afield all the time to get stuff until you finally get coal. Be nice to set up a constructor to make biofuel and we just throw like leaves into it or something. But I guess by the time we've got that up and online, it's pointless. The Grumpy Shell. Thank you for 60 months of support. That sounds like a 5-year anniversary right there. 5 years of support. It's a long time. Somebody said there were caves in this game. With like tougher aliens in them. Ooh. Wait a minute. Oh, I thought it was a cave, it's not. Blimey, there's a lot of stuff growing here. Wait, that looks dodgy. That looks like it's been filled in. That definitely looks dodgy to me. You got murdered by spiders. Oh, that reminds me, on the options screen, there's an option for something like no arachnophobia or something. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that.
There's caves in the game where the tougher enemies are, and I think they're probably spiders.
It's good that they have an option for people who don't like them to turn it off.
Oh yeah. Yeah, a lot of people are terrified of spiders. Probably wouldn't play the game if it had spiders. Right, should be enough. If you follow the canyon north of your base, there's a cave on the left about 100 meters down, not far. Alright, I'll have to venture there later then. Wow, from a distance it actually looks like a proper mechanized base. Why is there fireworks and stuff blowing up where you are?
There's nothing on my screen.
That was weird. I thought you was like detonating the base.
No, and I think there's another desync issue on one of these foundations.
Biomass. Well, on some life an option for people like me who killed them with a magazine on sight and hate spiders. Spider bros are cool. Well, I allow one spider in my office. Don't know where he is. Jeff. Jeff takes care of the flies, which are annoying. I don't think you can automate the production of biofuel, because you still have to gather it manually, don't you? But that's what I was saying. I wouldn't mind a construction thing that I could just throw the leaves into and it sorts the biofuel out. That would be nice. But annoyingly, the generator doesn't seem to have an input. And since there are no inserters in the game, there's no way of automatically loading a biomass generator, which I actually find a bit annoying. Like, this thing has no input slot, so the only way of loading it is to do this. About as load as I can make that. I'll keep it going for a little while. Matroshka, welcome back. I don't know of how to conveyor dump into it, that's what I'm saying. Do you know what? I take objection with the description of the foundation. Because it says 8x4 or 8x2. Well, that's a lie. They're basically all 8x8. But the depth is either 4 or 2. So it should be 8x8x2 or 8x8x4.
Yeah, it does get confusing. Also, is there a foundation here for you?
Uh-oh. What the heck? One sec. Yeah, it's all got foundation on it.
So that's the second desync.
It says on the tooltip you have to manually input fuel. But I think they should you should be able to research an automation of that.
And put it back down, it's not showing.
Maybe if you left the game and come back in, you'd see it.
We can try if you want.
Yeah, I think let's do that. You jump out and jump back in, and let's see if it fixes that.
Oh, there's a respawn option.
It's good fun so far, Hibbs. Can you have more than one item in a container? Yes, you can. You can even have more than one item. Oi! Shoo! Get out of here. You can even have more than one item on a belt. If you have a conveyor merger, it will mix the belt up. But unlike Factorio, it won't put things that are, there's not two lanes, there's only one lane. So what will happen is it will literally mix items. You'll have something, something else, something, something else. Like that. Wait, why is there nothing coming out of here? Why is production completely stopped?
Because the new ones
Oh,
need
okay.
power.
It's fine.
But yeah, leaving and rejoining fix the desync.
Somehow I knew it would.
We need another splitter, don't we? To make two do iron play.
Yes, we need to split this. Logistics, splitter. And we want it to go... something like that. Another one? Both making iron ingots, yeah?
Iron plate.
It's iron plate. I think you can put that container closer, then we don't waste foundation. There's like literally no benefit from having a long run though. In fact, if you want, we'll put a merge here. Put a merge
Yeah,
there.
and put a container here.
Yep. That's actually slowing down, look. Actually, that might work, I don't know. We'll have to see if that... I don't know what the rates are. That's doing 15 per minute. I mean, the belt can handle 60, so I can't see why that wouldn't work.